Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining me today again. Thank you to those of you who have been spreading and asking people to subscribe. I'm actually very excited about this. And this has actually really helped me with the lockdown, and has made me discover that there's so many parts to Stellar Blaze, so many things Stellar Blaze can do and do comfortably. Now, what am I talking to you today about? I'm talking to you about your perception to life, about your perception to the world. How do you view the world? Because how you view the world comes from in out. If you think the world is a horrible place, a lot of horrible things will be presented to you. If you think the world is a beautiful place, beautiful things will be presented to you. Those are the things you'll be seeing, beautiful things. If you think everybody is horrible, everyone around you, definitely you'll be seeing that signs of people being horrible. So my take on this is, yes, we will offend each other. There will be people who will get on your nerves sometimes. Could be your children, could be your wife, your husband, your workers, your colleagues at work. Everybody will step on each other's toes sometimes, and you sometimes just want to be on your own. But the fact is, the majority of this is how you see the world around you, how you view the universe, how you see your state, how you see your community, how you see your country. Because what we give out is what comes back to us. Life is a mirror. I'm sure I have said something about it. I've not posted Life is a Mirror yet. I'm not sure if I have. But, it reflects us back to us. I'm not saying when to, because the next thing I know, I'll probably be getting that. So when horrible things happen, are we the cause? Yeah, somehow we are. We must have been imagining it somewhere up there, and then we attract it, the attention, without knowing, subconsciously. It's so very strong on it, and then we attract it to ourselves. We don't need to go too far to get that, to know that is it exactly. It's in the book of Job. What did Job fear? What he feared is what came to him. So when you think people are horrible, it's a feeling. You are feeling that people are horrible. If you think about have you ever thought about the fact that some people, we individually, like I say, when I talk to you, I'm talking to myself as well. Certain persons we say that are horrible, and then we hear somebody else saying, oh, that person is so nice. What happened? So I have tried to practicalize this. Because I'm somebody who practicalizes a lot. In the past, I've had people who, when I try to contact them or speak to them or face-to-face, we're trying to do something, they are very difficult, as in like very difficult, almost wanting to make me give up. But I use this revised psychology. I try being nice. I work at being nice, and I work in my mind. I use my mind to work, to change, to reverse everything. And believe you me, we get on well eventually. Well, in some cases it might not work, but if it doesn't work, you move on. It doesn't mean that should be your perception. It doesn't mean that should be your view about everything around you. Well, I always say the world is a beautiful place. I always say Nigeria, my country, is a beautiful place, even though sometimes, the first time I said it long ago, I had a lot of people attacking me, almost going to tear me into pieces because I said that. But that's a fact, depending on what you want to use to look at it. Nigeria is a beautiful place. Nigeria as a country is a beautiful place. And then I know you probably wonder, okay, so what about the people? The people, Nigerians are lovely people. In fact, the people of the universe are lovely people. Even though, recently with the racism thing and all that, where is it that they don't have all this color or religious, fights and differentiation and supremacy? It's everywhere. Nigeria, where I come from, it's tribalism. So it's everywhere. We just have to see the blessings in whatever. We have to see the positives in whatever. Now, there are a lot of people who have died from COVID-19, but those of us who are still alive, who are blessed with the gift of life, what would you say at this point? What what has your inner mind? What do you see now? Are you more grateful? Do you still take certain things for granted? So it's all about your perception to life. Some people are just naturally bitter people, don't see no good in anybody or anything. We criticize an angel, we criticize gold, we criticize even if they're given a bed of roses to sleep on. There are people who are naturally like that within the family, within amongst your friends or colleagues, or there are people naturally like that. What you do is you don't pay attention. You don't pay attention. Like in one of my posts that I put out some time ago, when I said I excuse myself, I find a way to excuse myself when I'm around such people. And how I do it is I switch off and find a very polite way to excuse myself or change the topic. That's if you happen to find yourself around people whose perception about life, about their state, about their situation is always negative. There are ways around it, and there's a way you will come across as well to people that those who are very negative, always negative, will probably not even want to hang around you, because the fact is that you are probably irritating them with being overly positive, not just even outwardly or via word of mouth, but by the way you carry yourself and do certain things you do. Maybe they come to you to complain about somebody, and then you are saying, oh, but this person, but that person, da 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 da. And then tomorrow again they come and they say, you know what, my car, blah blah blah. And you say, wow, well, thank God, because what if, I have seen instances that, where a particular person was everything I tell you always just have one thing that eventually she joined my train. She's on my train, because why feel terrible? It's not going to do anything to you. The fact is, feeling good, looking at things as lovely, thinking the universe and believing that the universe is a beautiful place, it plays back to you. It reflects that back to you. And that's why I said to someone that I like to travel. I like to go travel by road, because I get to see beautiful places, beautiful scenarios that people don't ordinarily see when you fly. So our perception is what builds our own life, builds our reality. And we all have control. We all have control as to how we want to see the world we live in. Thank you so very much again to those of you who have been encouraging me. God bless you. See you in my next clip. Stella Blaze here.